Hey yo, this is the M26 Time Zone A Paper 1. I don't know how I feel about the paper. It feels very weird. The questions are not too hard, except question 9 that has been giving me a headache. But the rest is actually quite straightforward. Maybe a bit too straightforward, I would say. But anywho, let's get started with question 1. A. We know the axis of symmetry at x equals to 4. That means that the roots are on either side of that 4. 2 plus q divided by 2 is equal to 4. Q is equal to 6. Part B. Find the coordinates of the vertex. Well, we know that the vertex lies on the axis of symmetry. So the x coordinate of the vertex has to be 4. The y coordinate is going to be 3 times 4 minus 2 times 4 minus 6, or negative 12. C. This is a parabola that is opening up. Therefore, the range has to be y greater or equal to negative 12. I do not know why this question is on HL, but anyway, take your 3 marks and move on. Question 2. Part A. Integrate. Okay, this is very simple. Integrating the first term will give you ln of t plus 1. Integrating the second term will get you minus e to the negative t. Do not forget your plus c. Part B. You are asked to find a displacement and you know the initial position of the particle. Displacement is going to be the integral from 0 to t of vt dt. This means that you just take the expression that you just found and plug in the upper bound and the lower bound. So you shall get this as the final answer. Ln of 1 is equal to 0. E to the 0 is equal to 1. This is a confusing question, just because of how they split it up. Anyway, question 3. Freebie. You have a geometric sequence. You have U6, you have U8. You also know all the terms are positive. We know that U8 is R squared times U6, so therefore R squared is going to be this guy divided by that guy, and this will get you 4. This means that R is equal to plus or minus 2. However, every single term is positive. This implies that R has to be positive, and therefore R is equal to 2. B. Find the value of U1. U6 is U1 times R to the 5. And therefore U1 is going to be this divided by that. 1.6 divided by 32, this will get you 0.05 times 10 to the 5. Rewriting this in scientific notation, this will get you 5 times 10 to the power of 3. And this is the end of question 3. 4. Part A. 4 marks for this. I be generous. Okay, so we start with log base 25 on the left hand side and log base 5 on the right hand side. So just that we would need to use a change of base somehow. So let's change the left hand side to base 5. Further notice that a to 1 x squared is 9x in brackets squared. Log base 5 of 25 is equal to 2. Put the 2 back down. Cancel the fractions. It will give you log base 5 of 9x. And from here, you can just split them up to get the final answer. Part B. This is a term that you are given, so you gotta use it somewhere. First term, I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 3 log base 5 of x. On the right hand side, we have log base 5 of x plus log base 5 of 9 minus log base 5 of 4. So let's say I bring this to the other side. This term now becomes log base 5 of 9 divided by 4. Let me see what to do next. Okay, I can rewrite this term as log base 5 of x to the power of 2/3. Move this guy back to the left. Putting that minus up, this will give you log base 5 of 4 over 9. You are taking the reciprocal of 9 by 4. And from there, you can deduce this equation, and thus x has to be equal to 8 by 27. So the first part of the question is easy. The second part is trickier. I do not understand why it is only worth 3 marks. Question 5. Consider two events A and B. Okay, and you're given quite a lot of information about A and B. So let's put it together. We are given the probability of A intersecting not B. So this portion over here, I'm going to use the same color. So this is red, this is red. P of A intersecting B, that'll be the blue part. P of not A intersecting B, that'll be the green part. Lovely. So the probability of A is going to be probability of A intersecting not B plus probability of A intersecting B. So this would give you this expression. Add the two fractions, and you will get 19 minus x divided by 24. I do not understand why this is 3 marks. And this is show that question as well. Hey. Part B. It is given that A and B are independent. Okay, what happens? What do we know about the two events if they're independent? That means P of A intersecting B is PA times PB. So first, we need to find an expression for the probability of B. So this is this plus that, or this. We then know that P of A intersecting B is PA times PB. Probability of A, probability of B. Multiplying both sides of the equation by 12 times 24. And we have this nasty equation. Multiplying out the left-hand side. Multiplying out the right-hand side. 19 times 9, that is 171. And you shall get... Okay. Lovely. So x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 3. Do we have any other restrictions? No. And we're asked to find the values of x. So it's perfectly reasonable that we have 2, and we're good to go. Question 6. Okay, so there's a lot of words. You have a shaded area. You carve out a section. This angle is pi by 3. And we know that the area of the unshaded is 2/3 of the shaded area. Okay, so if this part is pi by 3, the rest of the circle would be 5 pi by 3, correct? So the area of the unshaded, let's start with the area of the shaded part. Radius is 6, angle is 5 pi by 3. So I have times angle times the length, the radius squared. And this gives you 30 pi. The area of the unshaded is going to be the area of the big circle minus the area of the shaded part. The area of the big sector, is going to be a half times 5 pi by 3 times 6 squared. No, times r squared. The area of the shaded region, we have found above. So, now we just need to form an equation and solve for r. So r is equal to root of 60. R has to be positive. Also, why is this 4 marks? Does not make sense. But hey, that's the IB for you.